Howdy, welcome back to Wobble Enjoy Sports. If you're new around here, hope I can get you to consider to like the content and subscribe to the channel. But if you are a regular around these here parts, thank you very much for the continuous support. Man, these kinds of games and days don't come around too often. We have a top of the table clash where second is hosting first down in the nation's capital today, but we'll get into that in more detail over the next couple of hours. But of course, joining me as always, very excited for this one, Dor, from All Out Club is joining me today this afternoon. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing great, mate. What do you think of the new hairstyle?
Mate, you've worked really hard over the past 2 days since I last saw you in person, mate. So your dreads are absolutely looking spectacular, but admittedly not as spectacular as what the scenes down at Canberra Stadium look like right now. The Viking clap is happening right now. It is chock-a-block, as we all know. It is a sellout between the Raiders and the Bulldogs, and it is crystal clear, sunshine, dry surface down at GIO Stadium this afternoon, man. Now, I don't think we're going to have enough time to go through both of the team lists this afternoon, but do you have, just very quickly, any information on any fresh ins and outs, or are they just the same teams that were named on Tuesday, Dor?
To be honest, Sam, there is actually a few changes made. I can quickly go through them if you want. So obviously, Horsburgh is out. Zach Hosking is actually in at prop. I don't know if that's how they're going to actually go about things when they run, or obviously when they play. And Sasangi comes in onto the bench. And for the Dogs, Preston is obviously out with that suspension. Salmon comes in at second row. Kurt Mann goes to lock, and then Hopboy and Harry Hayes drops back to the bench again. So that's basically the teams for the Dogs and the Raiders.
Thank you very much for that, Paul. And kickoff has just commenced. Crichton kicks off. Raiders receive the pill. And it's caught on the full by Savage. And it's Tarpany that runs into Saluka Fafita and is met on the 10-meter line. The Raiders this afternoon in the first half are running right to left of your screen. And Morgan Smithies now has the second hit up. Just quickly, the odds for this game. The Raiders, they come into the game as $1.67 favourites. The Bulldogs are $2.21. And it's Zach Hosking there that is met on the third tackle. He plays the ball, and Starling finds Tarpany for his second hit up, and he's able to get to the 30-meter line. Starling goes right, and this is KO Weeks now with a hit up, and the Dogs defense is there, and minimal gain on that play. This is the last tackle now. They're inside their own 40 here, and Fogarty kicks on his own 30 actually when it's all said and done, Dor.
And it's beautifully taken here by Connor Tracy, Sam. And Tracy goes away here at the back, and he is brought down there by Hudson Young and Joe Tarpany on a lovely afternoon down here in the nation's capital, around 30 meters out. Now, Kiraz, what a lovely run from him. Doesn't make too many meters, but a few busts indeed, Sam. And Sexton, a dummy half, gives it to big Stephen Crichton there, but he is driven into the turf there by Hudson Young and Ethan Strange. Third tackle, and that is a beautiful run there by Daniel Saluka Fafita to get them over halfway here. Plays the ball here. Saluka Fafita, Marnie gives it out to, I think it's Max King there, and he gets it into the Raiders 40 meters. Plays the ball there, Marnie to Burton, and it's not a Burton bomb, but it's a good, it's got a bit too much mustard on it, and Weeks takes it beautifully, Sam. 7 tackle set here coming up for the Raiders.
And KO Weeks is able to get to the 30-meter line, and this is 0 tackle. Just want to say hello and thank you to everybody that's come into the chat right now. There's 10 in here. We've got Mum, we've got Newman, we've got Tiger Walker, William Hunt, Jared. He's got a question about the Cowboys that we'll answer a little bit later, as we've got Tamale, who's going to be stopped just before halfway, and we've got also Jason Reeder as well in the chat. So thank you to everyone that's in the chat right now. We'll get to your comments just a little bit later on as well. If you have any questions, please drop them, as the Raiders now offload inside Bulldogs territory. Back to Starling. He fends away from one, and Starling is able to get to the 30-meter line of the Bulldogs. So great set here from the Canberra Raiders. And now it's third tackle and balls in the hand of Tarpany, at the back to Fogarty, right to Weeks, right to Timoko, right steps and nearly pierces the tackle of Saluka Fafita and kick out. But those are two big bodies.
Six more.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Morgan Smithies with a scoot out of dummy half. A very effective scoot. He's going. You should do that again today, mate. That was a good scoot. First tackle, and they decide to go back right. This is Tarpany just straight. And Hardy he put the step on and got right in front of the post. Starling at hooker goes right. Fogarty flat pass to Nicholson, and that was very well read there by Matt Burton, who looks like he's got a sore shoulder. Actually, looked affected by that. And it's Hosking! Oh, he crashes. Scores a little bit too easy, but great stuff by Hosking. Barnstorms his way over for the first points inside the first three and a half minutes.
What happened to Burton there, Sam? It just looked like you said, it's shoulder or head or neck or something there. And he I don't know, he just sort of walked away to the left side there and sort of left them a bit exposed there, the Bulldogs at the back. And wowee, that is a great start here for the Green Machine. As we've touched on many times when we've covered the Raiders this year, Sam, they've been known to be, get behind in the games, and it's their strong second halves where they really bring the game back. But look, they've started here today on this lovely, fine afternoon in front of a sold-out crowd and have scored the first points, mate, inside the first 4 minutes, 4-0.
That's a great point, man. Yes, that's their best start to a game in a month for the Canberra Raiders, man. And again, whilst there was a 6 again thrown in there, it was just straight and direct. And I'm just trying to remember how the Broncos went against the Bulldogs, and they were pretty direct themselves with a bit of flair, obviously. But yeah, that's a fantastic start from the Canberra Raiders, man. Again, we've got NRL Fan 25 in here, and we've got Buska in here as well. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. As Fogarty, he lines it up, he shoots, and just in. I'm glad I didn't freaking go too early on that. But in any event, it's 6 points to nil after the first 4.5 minutes, man.
Yeah, so I should say, Sam, we didn't really, because of the lateness, partly my fault for when we came on here this afternoon, but the Raiders have actually won 9 of their past 10 games against the Bulldogs, Sam. And the Bulldogs haven't won at GIO Stadium since 2015. So, look, it's going to be a tough task here for the Dogs. I personally had, even though I'm calling the Raiders, calling the Bulldogs, I had the Raiders 1-12, mate.
Right. Yeah, and my tip was the Canberra Raiders as well. And they're missing Tupanua, DeSavo, Josh Curran, Jacob Preston, and the Raiders have obviously, everyone identified that, and they just went straight up the guts. And so they scored early, they scored quickly, and now it's third tackle here, all with Hudson Young, who got stung there by Reid Marnie. He plays the ball. Starling goes right.
Okay.
No, it's just
I think it was just off the mark. Yeah.
Yep. And it was also Hudson Young pushing away Reid Marnie as well at marker. And this is Smithies with take 2. And again, they've stopped right on the 30-meter line here of the Raiders. And for the second time already this afternoon, Fogarty kicks on his own 30.
Lovely kick. That is a beautiful kick from Fogarty, and is taken by Tracy inside his own 10. And away goes Tracy, who's been in solid form the last few weeks. He plays it just outside his own 20, and Sexton and dummy half gives it to Kiraz. Kiraz, is he looking for the offload? No, that's great work from Canberra there. 3 of them descend on him, and he is tackled 25 meters out. Second tackle here, and Montoya gets it just over his own 30-meter line. Montoya plays the ball here. Burton goes for a scoot at dummy half, and that's a good run there from Burton. On 4th tackle, just brings it inside his own half there. Kick out, dummy half gives it to man. Looks to go right to King. Oh, he's offloaded it out the back. That might have touched a Raider here. Is that 6 more tackles? No, it doesn't look like it. So Marnie plays it and gives it to Burton. Burton kicks it long, and it looks like it's taken beautifully there by Weeks inside his own 10, Sam.
I've got to say, I think I disagree with that call. I thought it was a 6 again there for the Bulldogs, but we got to play on here as Fogarty from dummy half goes left and finds Xavier Savage, and he makes a good run there, but met solidly. Fogarty dummy half, they pass left, and this here is Tamale, who Timoko, I apologize. Timoko plays the ball, Starling left, and now it's Tamale, and he fends away from one, trips away from one, and oh man, he is, for me, the rookie of the season so far, as the scoot out of dummy half from, I believe that's Hudson Young, makes 20 meters, and he gets into Bulldogs territory up to the 40 meter line. Give him his
sky blue jersey, Julie.
I would if I could. And Fogarty puts it sky high, mate.
And it's taken lovely. Geez, Fogarty's kicking game's been great thus far this afternoon, Sam. But yes, wonderfully taken there by Montoya and Burton. He gives it here to Jerry, and Jerry gets over the 30-meter line here on tackle 2. Plays the ball. Burton gives it at dummy half to Montoya, and he is demolished there by Starling and Tarbany. But here goes the ever elusive Jacob Kira. It's no. That is. I'm not sure if he dropped that there. There was definitely a bobble, but I'm not sure if he lost that there. I'd be looking to challenge potentially here.
Time's almost up. No, I don't think they're going to challenge it here. Yeah, it just got dislodged. It never quite left the body.
Unless it's gone into Hudson Young's hand or waist there. Was it, like you said, a loose carry here? But anyway, regardless, they, like you said, Sam, don't want to waste their challenge within the first 8 minutes of the game, and Canberra are going to be on the attack here, mate, inside the Bulldogs' 40-meter line.
Admittedly, I think now that's 2 50-50 calls that have gone against the Dogs, but they've just got to stay headstrong here as Timoko is pushed back to the 40-meter line of the Bulldogs. They are inside Dogs territory, are the Raiders, and this is the try scorer. Zach Hosking met very solidly there. He's going to play the ball about 33 meters out here. Raiders are running right to left, and this is Morgan Smithies now with just a hit up, but Max King is there and company. This is third tackle. Starling elects to go left. Fogarty finds Casper.
Go Tamale.
Picked up by Tamale. He's arcing his run. Turns away from 1. Turns away from 2. But it's Kickout that drives him back. So the Raiders
6 more, sir.
It's
not,
tackle.
but it should be.
Zach Hosking now with another hit up. He offloads back to Starling. He puts the grubber kick on 4th tackle. Sebastian Chris is chasing. Karaz 2. And Karaz at the better 10. He could have. Yeah, that's got to be a goal line dropout, but a tremendous chase from Chris. Off the cuff grubber kick by Tom Starling. So a bit of luck going the Raiders' way again.
Is there a bit of a breeze there this afternoon, Sam? Because that ball really just seemed to keep trickling along there. It looked like it was getting a bit of extra assistance, and holy hell, that is a dropout.
So trickling along. Let's see. It's Morgan Smithies who takes it 15 meters inside Raiders territory, and now he's going to play the ball 10 meters inside Bulldogs territory now. And this is Joe Tarpany with a good run, getting up to the 30-meter line of the Dogs. Raiders running right to left. They are central. Starling goes right. This is Hosking on to Nicholson. Oh, strong contact there on kick out. Starling waits at dummy half. They're up towards the top end of the screen, and now they're coming left in field. Oh, good hands from Strange. Offloads back to Hudson Young, who gets to the 20-meter line. Again, the Raiders find themselves central. It's 4th tackle. Starling right. This is Fogarty. Who does he elect? He chooses Hosking. Oh, man, dangerous. He's been dangerous, hasn't he?
6 more, Julie. 6 more.
Is it really? Well, Fogarty, he's got the ball in hand, and he just takes the hit up there. That's great awareness from Fogarty. Starling goes out the back left to Smithies. Smithies.
He still fell over his own feet.
He did. He's also never scored a try yet. Maybe he might score today. Second tackle, Starling goes right. This is Fogarty. A little bit more pace here. Nicholson, good tackle from Marnie and kick out. They're right of the sticks. Starling goes out the back to Tarpany. Tarpany, can he get the offload away? He does, but great defense.
6 more, 6 more.
From Starling. Oh, it's Starling.
It's over.
Way over. Oh, well, look, I think it's going to go up as a try, but we've got to get some confirmation here because it may have been knocked on. It was just a little bit contentious there, Dor.
Oh, pop goes the weasel, and holy hell, Starling there. I thought it's hit a couple of deflections there, but a lovely offload here by Tarpany. The Bulldogs, looked like they were all over it here, Sam. The Crichton's there. It's taken a deflection, and was he tackled there? He just seems like he's picked the ball up. No one was on him, and here we go. So, I don't know. Do you think that potentially Starling picks the ball up here? Saluka Fafita's sort of lying on him, and then he goes and puts it down. I'm fine with everything else.
Yeah, there's definitely one thing that I'm clear to take off. There's definitely one thing that's clear is that his ball carrying arm did not touch the grass in order to score the try. So that's fine. I I think on first and even second glance that Saluka Fafita dived on the ball and it just popped up into the chest of Starling. And then I think there was enough momentum there. There was not enough pressure on Saluka Fafita on top of Starling. And I think that is play on. And I think the try, no, it's not been confirmed yet.
I'm honestly of the viewpoint, unfortunately, I think the tackle's completed with Saluka Fafita on Starling.
Okay.
Or potentially there's some sort of push and shove that.
Not too sure, but
I think he's held. I'm going with my eyes. I reckon he's held. Fire away, Sam.
Just quickly, just want to say, NRL fan, yes, Raiders have a strong squad. Nick Bowler, great listen this. Thank you very much, man. And please subscribe to All Out Club via the hyperlink in the name of the title, and subscribe to Wobble and Draw Sports as well. William Hunt is loving this match so far, and we've got NRL fan 25 who reckons it's 10 points to nil, or should be, but I don't think it's going to be. This is going to be a no try.
No try.
Now, what is the call though? Is it a knock on by the Raiders, or just to play the ball with a fresh set? It's going to be a
hold on
tackled. So you were correct, Dor. There was enough pressure on Saluka Fafita.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's all right, mate. All right, so all right, so 11 minutes have gone in the Bulldogs. They've been under the pump mostly this entire game so far, and this is Morgan Smithies. This is tackle number 2. Good defense there by Kurt Mann and Matt
6 more.
Nearly. And it's gone. Oh, it is 6 more. Tarpe now met by 3 Bulldogs defenders. They're right in front of the sticks here. And Starling goes back right. Fogarty flat pass to Nicholson. Yep. Starling now decides to go back left to Fogarty. Fogarty dummies and goes himself. My goodness, nearly. Starling again right to Tarpany. He feigned a pass and he's just going to get tackled here by 3 Dogs defenders. This is 4th tackle. They're right of the sticks. They come back left. Fogarty, long pass out to Hudson Young, who's trying to get away from one. Can he get the offload off? Yes, he does. Out the back to Fogarty, who then steps and he's just swallowed there by Kikau and Reed Marnie. So last tackle here. Good defense from the Dogs so far. And Hudson Young is first receiver. Puts in the grubber kick. Tamale's chasing. And I think that's going to be a 7 tackle for the Bulldogs. Great defense. Canterbury Bankstown.
Oh, no. It looks like it's a penalty. Someone's offside, I think. Pushing defender. Tamale sort of pushed him in the back there. I'm not really sure. It's a bit of a soft penalty. But anyway, we move on. Great defense by the Bulldogs. But the Raiders are responding here. So, oh, no, that could be a bit dangerous. That could be a penalty there. Yes, that's a bit of an issue there from Ethan Strange, who came in here and sort of grabbed Crichton and lifted him up. It went sort of beyond the horizontal. Thankfully, everyone's okay. I think it just should be a penalty and on report here. As you can see here, Strange, lifting him up and tilting him slightly. I don't think there's any worry about any suspension or anything there. It's just a dangerous tackle there, and that's a penalty and put on report. Just a bit too excited there by the Raiders. But look, it's a great game thus far. Here we go. Kiraz taps it and away he goes. Gets past the initial tackle from Tarpany, but is brought down just inside his own half. Marnie gives it now to Saluka Fafita, and he gets it over halfway. He's tackled just inside Canberra's half. Plays the ball. Marnie gives it out to Man. Man out to Burton. Burton to the big Billy Kickout. But he is tackled beautifully there by Nicholson and Tarpany late. Third tackle, Burton gives it to Max King, and Max King just tucks it under his wing and takes it just outside the Raiders' red zone. Plays the ball, 4th tackle. Marnie gives it to Man. Man out the back to Sexton. Sexton throws a little dummy, but he's absolutely chopped by Ethan Strange, who forces the error, and the Raiders survive, Sammy.
All right, so that's now maybe 2 to 3 errors the Bulldogs have produced now. And Strange with a scoot out of dummy half, ducking and weaving, still going, getting up to the 40-meter line. Great run there from Ethan Strange. First tackle. This is, now Savage drops it.
No.
And that is the first error from the Raiders this afternoon.
Oh, it's a great game thus far. I think, that's Look, it's definitely better than Selwyn Cobbo last night. At least he touched the ball. Let's put it that way. But yes, look, that's not good there from the Raiders. Look, the Bulldogs haven't had many opportunities, Sam, down in the red zone thus far. The Raiders have really dominated this first 14 minutes thus far. So this is probably the Dogs' best chance here. They've done a lot of defending thus far. So let's see how they go. Off the scrum, Burton takes it left and he gives it to Tracy. And Tracy is brought down by a beautiful legs tackle there by Timoko. He plays the ball, and now Bronson Sherry is going to have a little scoot. Lovely little goosey there from Sherry, and he is brought down. Oh, nearly gone past the horizontal there again from the Bulldogs. But here we go. Marnie gives it to King, and King again just tucks it under the wing. Third tackle inside the red zone, 15 meters out. Marnie gives it to Sexton. Sexton unders to the weak gutted dog, or Jamin Salmon as he is called, plays the ball 10 meters out. Marnie gives it to Man. Man gives it to Sexton. Sexton to Burn. Burn needs to give it. Oh! Sherry can't give it to Montoya, who was unmarked on the wing last tackle. Sherry plays it to Burton. Sexton, last tackle. It's going across. It's a lovely kick. Crichton. Oh, my word. It's taken a deflection. It's out the back. Tracy can't handle it. He gives it to Kiraz. Kiraz off the left, off the right. Oh, but it's ruled knock on. I think from Tracy in trying to pick the ball up there, the loose ball. I can only assume, unless it's something on Stephen Crichton here. He doesn't look like it touches it. Comes off Chris's boot. Marnie tips it out the back. I'm thinking it's just there when Tracy bending down to try and pick the ball up before Kiraz takes it. A little bobble. And yes, the Raiders survive again, Sam.
Sebastian Chris was trying a scorpion kick there, mate. Holy smokes.
Yeah, holy hell.
Yeah. So the Raiders now, they've got a scrum from 10 meters out. They're central, and it's Timoko who takes the hit up, but the Bulldogs make sure he makes no meters at all. And Timoko's complaining, but nothing's forthcoming now. And this is a hit up here for Matty Nicholson. And again,
penalty.
Bulldogs defense. Is it really? Oh, there you go. Well, I reckon you're half a second in front of me, but that's all right. That's all right.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Sorry, everyone. I'll slightly just delay. Hold on. Okay, we should be good.
Alrighty, sweet. Alrighty then. So the first 16 minutes has elapsed so far, and yeah, it's a good game of footy. It's just starting to get a little bit frantic at the moment here from both of these sides. Bulldogs just need to control their discipline at the moment. Possession, look at that, 67 to 33%. And as you said, it's territorially wise. It's been probably 80% just quietly for the Raiders. It's worked its way infield after the tap restart, and it's Tarpany now who's entered Bulldogs territory. Starling runs a little bit to the right before finding Hosking, who makes a great charge. And yeah, Hosking has been supreme so far this afternoon. And it's Morgan Smithies now who cuts back against the grain, but for minimal gain there. It's tackled on the 30. Fogarty, first receiver, puts Hudson Young under. And Hudson Young is stopped just shy of the 20-meter line here. Raiders running right to left, and it's Starling who goes right. Tarpany, Fogarty, right to Weeks, who puts on the afterburners, breaks the line. Oh, his pace was graphic, and now the Raiders are up 10 points to 0. Wow, Weeks, he was hosed in the first month or so of the competition, and I feel like over the past 3 weeks in particularly, he's warmed up beautifully in 2025, Dor.
Oh, as they say, Sam, pace, real pace there from KO Weeks on the outside there. You just can't beat speed. It is just wonderful. There's a huge gap that opens up there, I think, between Burton potentially and Kickow. And he is just absolutely hit it with pace. Look at that. Fogarty out the back. Big gap there between, I think it actually is Burton and Bronson Sherry there on the outside. And he just hits the gas. Goodbye, Burton. Goodbye, Tracy. And over he goes in the right corner, mate. And what a start this is from the Green Machine. 10 points to 0 in the first 18 minutes of this top of the table clash, mate.
And look, there's not too much else to say, really. Like, it was just one out from Fogarty to from Tarpany to Fogarty, and then Weeks just sort of arced his run, pinpointed the gap, and then just put on the afterburners. That was as graphic as it gets, and individual brilliance there from KO Weeks, man. There's nothing more to it than that. It was just simple brilliance there from Weeks.
It's just speed. It was just, more speed than Oxford Street from KO Weeks there. That was absolutely stunning. And now can Jamal Fogarty here from the right-hand side, nearly on the touchline. Can he knock it over here? As I think we've lost Sam in stitches, but we will continue without him. Are you backing him in, mate? All right, I'm going to back him in. I'm backing Fogarty in. And I was wrong. That is an awful kick from a very good goal kicker in Jamal Fogarty. I actually think that he leads the competition this season in most goals kicked. So, that was actually a real shocker from him. But, Sam, like you said with KO Weeks, he's just been he's been phenomenal these last couple of weeks. We saw him last week at a Magic round, obviously scored that try to tie up the game late in that contest last week. But I agree with you. He was obviously under pressure. He struggled especially against Yormal, but under the high ball. And he has just come back these last few games and looks like he's really, taken to a duck to water at that fullback jersey now. And it looks like he's going to make that his own for a long time.
Tapine now has the hit, plays back underway. It's 10 points to 0 in the first quarter of this first half has elapsed. And it's Morgan Smithies now who plays the ball, will eventually play the ball. And now it's Zach Hosking now, who's been tremendous himself to start this contest. He's been great, mate. He's been very, very good. Third tackle, he's up a bit gingerly there, though. And this is Hudson Young now with a hit up over the 30-metre line. And great post-contact meters there. It's the fourth tackle. Starling goes right. This is Tarpany. He just crashes into the defence and able to get off the offload to Fogarty. Fogarty, he finds Nicholson and makes a few more meters there. So that's the third time that a kick restart has happened. Kickoff restart has happened, and that's probably the most meters Raiders have made off of a restart.
Holy hell, that is a great kick. And Tracy, he takes it about 1 meter out from his own goal line, and it is a beautiful chase there from the Raiders. So he's tackled around 12 meters out, and that is offside there from the Raiders. Or maybe not. Oh, apparently, according to the ref, he was in no man's land. So yes, marker not square. So yes, the Dogs get a free or get out of jail free card here, and they'll make some territory down the field here. Burton, he's gone just very quickly, high there.
Just quickly, to the 13 odd people that are in here right now, thank you for saying good day, dropping by and listening in. Please subscribe to All Out Fantasy, All Out Club via the hyperlink below in the name of the title, and also do so for Wobble and Draw Sports. Thank you, guys.
100% as Harry Hayes off that touch finder there. Sam is tackled around 40 meters out. And Hudson Young comes firing out of the line and brings down Max King. He's just around halfway here. King plays the ball. Marnie goes for a scoot. Sexton under ball there to Jamin Salmon with the luscious bleached blonde hair this afternoon. Marnie plays it out the back to Kurt Man to Sexton to Burton to Jerry, a bit of space on the outside, and holy hell, he's throwing an absolute rocket at Montoya, and he just really couldn't hold on to it there. Jerry's actually throwing that just way too hard there at Montoya, and it's another really poor mistake from the Dogs, and they'd be actually ruining their opportunities here this afternoon. They've actually been very sloppy and have basically turned the ball over or knocked on or thrown a forward pass or done something like that every time they've gotten really close to Canberra's, red zone there. So, or even inside the red zone. So here we go, mate. The Raiders, I think, around just on their 40-meter line, 30-meter line, sorry, and away they go, mate.
And it's gone out left to Chris. And I think off the top of the dome door that the Dogs have only gotten to their kick maybe 2 or 3 times in the first 22 minutes. So you're exactly right there, bro. Is Tamale now beats one, and it takes 4 defenders to stop Tamale from making any more meters there. But it's second tackle. They're on the side closest to the interchange sideline, and they continue to go down that way. And the Bulldogs defense might be pushing Hudson Young over the line, but no, enough meters there between him and the sideline as Chris scoots out a dummy half to the right-hand side. And This has probably been the best Bulldogs defense set in a couple of minutes, actually, in a few minutes. But Tarpany now with a huge run, entering the Bulldogs territory now by 5 meters. But this is last tackle here. This is Fogarty. He puts on the afterburners, passes right to Nicholson, passes right to Timoko. He puts on the stakes, passes right to Savage, and out of absolutely nowhere, the Raiders scored their 3rd try by running it on 5th tackle. Whoa, holy smokes.
Oh, that is beautiful football. That is beautiful Saturday afternoon rugby league there from the Raiders. Fogarty realizes that there are a few players short here and a bit lazy here on the right-hand side, as we can see here. Takes it right to the line, draws in Burton. Then I think it's Weeks, draws in Montoya. And then look at that. Timoko just gives a lovely ball there to Savage, and you're not catching him. He is quick. And look at this. Yeah, Timoko goes past Montoya. Lovely ball. Draws in Tracy and gives it to Savage. And yes, Xavier Savage crosses over for the Green Machine. And it is 14 points to nil after 24 minutes, Sam. And wowee, the Raiders are really putting on a show here for this sold-out crowd, mate. Holy hell, this is a great game of football from the Green Machine.
That was maybe the worst set of 6 the Raiders had this entire game so far, man. They made maybe 20 meters before Tarpany punched up on the 4th tackle thereabouts. And then Fogarty said, F this. And he just worked it magically for Timoko, who has run that line a good dozen times this season so far, and every one of them, it has resulted in points just about. Montoya was left in the dust, and then he finds Savage, and then Savage goes over and scores. That was incredible, man. That was so good to watch, as Fogarty now hasn't been kicking great this afternoon. He only just snuck in his first attempt. The other one went wayward, and he's corrected it over the black dot. It goes at 16 points to nil. With 15 minutes remaining in the first half. And I'm not counting out the Bulldogs yet, but
definitely not
immediately. They've got to clean up immediately.
100% they do. As I can just actually confirm, not in this game, but the West Tigers wielding the axe, and Jack Bird is set to be dropped to 18th man tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow the Tigers play, and Tony Suka comes in on the bench there for the Tigers. So all the best tomorrow, Tony. But yes, Jack Bird is dropped, as William Hunt says. The Raiders are out for blood. And yes, Kate, your Raiders are absolutely cooking here this afternoon as Tarpany takes it up, Sam.
And look, and Max, it's no surprise here, but the Tarpany is still out there after the first 25 minutes. So too was Morgan Smithies. Like, I think Zach Hosking may have only just come off then, or maybe he's still out there. No, he's still out there. So there's been no interchanges here from the Canberra Raiders so far, but the work rate from them has been magnificent, and it's stayed at a very high level. As now Hosking has a hit up over the 30-meter line, and it's 4th tackle. They're about 15 meters shy of halfway. Starling goes left. This is Morgan Smithies up over the 40-meter line. And just quickly before they put in, or just as they put in the kick from Fogarty, the Raiders, there's only 2 points difference now between them and the Bulldogs.
He's touched that. Montoya's touched that. That should be great.
Wow.
Raiders.
I think it is. It's going to be a fresh set of 60 for the Raiders.
Sorry to interrupt.
But no, just seeing on the ladder there, what it is right now, there's only 2 points difference on points differential between the Bulldogs and the Raiders. So if Raiders win by 18 points today, and right now they're up 16 points, they're going to be equal. Like, they're going to overtake the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs and be purely first. That's going to be incredible if they win by 18 or 20 points this afternoon. As Tarpany now gets to the 20-meter line, Bulldogs have to hang on here, as it's Morgan Smithies now who's taken to ground. Raiders is central. It's 2nd tackle. Starling goes left. Fogarty running out the back to Strange. He puts on some speed himself and nearly beats them, but I think he's knocked it on.
That's a penalty.
No, it's a penalty.
A strip, or he's offside. One of the two. Offside, it looks like.
Alrighty. Oh, what a call. This is a great comment. Mighty Morphin Power Raiders. I like that. I like that very much, man. Alrighty, so tap has been taken, and this is Hudson Young, who will be getting a sky blue jersey in the next couple of weeks. He plays the ball. Strange goes right. This is Fogarty, and he puts Hosking back under. Is that Hosking? Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Thought he was taking a little high. Second tackle, and Starling passes to Tarpanay. Tarpanay, he's been threatening him all day as well, but he stopped right in front of the try line. And Starling goes out back left, Smithies, Fogarty, and he puts the brakes on, and he's swamped there by Bulldogs defenders. It's fourth tackle, 10 metres out. Starling left, Strange, flat pass for Young, all taken down. Just last tackle here. And it's Starling who goes down the extreme short side, down to Strange. He dummies, puts on some speed himself, and he's taken there by the Bulldogs. They hang on. Well done, Bulldogs.
Not the worst result there from the Raiders. Obviously tackled inside the Bulldogs, like 10 meters here. And Kiraz, what a carry that is. He should get them around 10 meters out, and he does that on tackle one. Kiraz plays the ball. Tracy at acting half gives it to Montoya, but he is descended upon by multiple Raiders as we see Max King coming off for a spell. Bailey Hayward there, he's come on, and Curtis Moran. And it looks like Curtis Moran, I believe it is, has actually lost the ball into the Raiders defender there. And, geez, the Dogs are just doing themselves no favors here this afternoon. Has made another error, but no, this is an awful challenge. He's lost it. He's lost it into the back of the Raiders defender there, and then sort of regathered it, but obviously before he's hit the ground. But it's a clear-cut knock-on here as we see he runs it here. And there, he's lost it into the back of Zach Hosking there. The ball has been dislodged. Wait for it. Right there. It's dislodged there. There's not a clean grip from... Okay, well, it looks like I need to go to Specsavers because apparently he has not dropped the ball and it is clear carry. So yes, well done, Bunker.
What about the other one? What about the other one that happened earlier on in this half? That looked less like he bobbled it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I just think it's obviously the Bulldogs didn't decide to challenge that one. They decided to challenge this one and got it right. I'd say if the Dogs challenged the first one, they would have got that one right as well. But that one I think is wrong. I think the Raiders knocked that on. Anyway, Tracy, last tackle. They've only made around 30 meters, and Burton gives it a big old torp down the field, and it is taken there by Weeks around 20 meters out. Sam.
He took it on the bounce, and he's able to get to about 15 meters shy of halfway. Now Fogarty goes left, and Savage slips on his step, but he's able to get to the 40-meter line, though. Adam Mariota now on.
Oh, Mariota, that's the one. Yep.
And this is Tamale now with a hit up, and is he able to get to halfway? He's still fighting in the tackle, and he's just going to play it now. Josh Papali'i is on the paddock, and it's a scoot out, a dummy up by Chris, and makes an effective 15-meter carry. Plays the ball, Starling, right. Josh Papali'i now. And he's able to get to the 30-meter line. Plays the ball, Starling goes right. Fogarty kicks on the Bulldogs' 30-meter line. It's going up high, down to Montoya, and it's gone backwards.
I think that was a knock-on. Yeah, I think it actually came off Savage's shoulder there, but well cleaned up at the back there by Tracy. And Montoya here on tackle 2 can only get to his 10-meter line. Plays the ball. Sexton gives it to Kiraz. Kiraz has been working hard and trying his best here, but they're just getting swarmed upon by this green machine here. Look, I think that's nearly a 6 again there. They've carried on a bit too much for my liking there by grabbing him, but that is a great run there by Harry Hayes. To get up to around the 20-meter line. Marnie gives it out now to Curtis Moran, and he's going to get it up to the 30-meter line here on last tackle. And what a crowd this is here at GIO Stadium. I believe this is the first time the Raiders have sold out a game for a regular season in over 30 years. So credit to the Canberrians there for getting out and supporting their team.
Yeah, the Raiders also haven't been able to call themselves the best team in the competition since maybe 2019, 2020. But I'll tell you what, at this rate, they are the team. They are the team at the moment in the NRL, are the Canberra Raiders. As Xavier Savage enters Bulldogs territory, Clancy's in the chat. Dor, that hat is stunning, he says. Oh, very nice.
Thanks,
and now it's fourth tackle now. 10 minutes to go now inside this first half. As Starling goes left, Fogarty passes right to Mariota. skittled. I don't know who is skittled, but it just looks like it looks like a friggin' explosion. Mariota running into the defense.
No, it's Harry Hayes, he looks sick. Oh, it looks like he looks very sick here, Harry Hayes. Let's hope he's okay.
Adam Mariota.
Oh, jeez. Oh, right on that left-hand side of his neck, shoulder area.
Oh, you poor bugger. Harry Hayes is a very impressive young man. And
he is he's such a versatile player. You know, he plays in the middle even though he's basically probably a winger. So he does a great job out there, plays well above his weight.
I was just about to say, man, like 3 or 4 years ago, Harry Hayes was a winger, but such is his physique and stance, bro. He's a middle forward. So now we've got Liphoy Hapoi coming on for Harry Hayes, man. So good luck to Harry Hayes, man. But I think that might be his afternoon done. As Fogarty puts the ball up, Chris is chasing, and I think that's just knock on from Chris.
Yeah, knock on from Chris. That's exactly right, Sammy. Crichton cleans up the scraps there, and Sexton here. Here goes Kiraz again. Get out of the road, Crichton, he says. But look, he doesn't really go anywhere. He's met by a big Josh Papali'i and Tarpany there, or Hopboy. That's a strong carry there for his first run of the afternoon. Gets up to around the 20-meter line, and here goes Connor Tracy. Throws a dummy. Oh, he fooled a couple there, but didn't fool Ethan Strange and Hudson Young there. Tackle 3, and Marnie goes for the 40-20. But a bit too much mustard there from Reed Marnie, and the errors are piling up here for the Canterbury Bulldogs here this afternoon. And that is just another one that's gone over. He's cut it there. It was probably close to a 40-20, but it's probably gone a couple of meters over the touchline there, Sam. And look, here come the Raiders again, 30 meters out, mate.
It was certainly the right idea, and he got enough purchase on it, man, but just a bit too much splice on it in the end as Mariota plays the ball. Starling goes right. This is Josh Papali'i who steps, but is met. Actually breaks away from Bailey Hayward.
Big cover.
6 post-contact meters there. They're 20 meters away. Oh, man, this could be a bit of a nail in the coffin here if they score the Canberra Raiders. And Zach
Julie.
Oh, Zach Hosking. Sorry. Zach Hosking is still out there as well after 30 minutes of play, man. And Josh Papali'i now a second touch in this set. It's 4th tackle. They're right in front of the sticks, 5 meters out. Starling at the back to Fogarty, left to Young. Gets away from one. There's space here. He's hopping about and he's just shy of the try line. My goodness. Now Starling, last tackle, right to Fogarty. Crossfield kick. Might have a bit too much, but Savage jumps up for it. It's bounced inside the field of play, and it's going to go down.
That's 7 tackle set. Yeah, 7 tackle set. Geez, just mistimed the jump there, Savage. And surely the Bulldogs hopefully can make a few meters here. And Montoya takes it on tackle 0 here, brings it out to his 30-meter line. Sexton gives it to Kiraz, and Kiraz pokes his, needed some support there. Great tackle there by Mariota. Kiraz plays the ball just inside his own half. Sexton gives it to Burton. Burton tackled inside the Raiders half here and on tackle 2. Marnie gives it out to Hopboy, and Hopboy is tackled there by Hosking and Nicholson around 35 meters out. Marnie gives it to Hayward. Hayward out the back to Sexton. Sexton pokes his head through the line there, but can't get past Starling and Hudson Young. Hayward out the back gives it to Burton gives it to Jerry, but Jerry, a beautiful tackle there by Tomoko around the legs. Last tackle inside the 10 here at the Raiders. Sexton puts in a little grubber. But that is a really, really poor kick from a great set from the Dogs, and it is cleaned up beautifully there by Hudson Young, Sam.
It just feels like the Bulldogs over the past few minutes have just put it up another gear. That they realise the urgency of the situation here.
Here we go. And Crichton gives it to Kiraz. Kiraz on the right. He steps on the inside. Oh, mamma mia! Was the advantage taken?
Surely.
No advantage.
Really?
Yeah, the advantage in rugby leagues actually not as long as rugby, but it's definitely gotten a lot longer these days than what it used to be. And Savage, that's the second time he's actually made an error, Sam, coming out of his own in goal there. And geez, I don't know how Jamin Salmon's dropped that there. But yes, no advantage taken. But regardless, Sam, the Bulldogs 20 meters out. Geez, I know Seraldo would be wanting or would really, really like some meat here from the Bulldogs if they can get over and get on the scorecard this afternoon right here. That's nearly a penalty against Canberra. But away we go from the scrum. Burton gives it out to Jerry. Jerry, he gets past the first tackle, and now he's moving through the middle of the field. He gets past another tackle. He gets past Strange. Oh, look at Bronson Jerry. He is moving this afternoon. Plays it here around 12 meters out, gives it to Marnie, and Hot Boy, here he goes. I think it's around his third or fourth carry for the afternoon, and is brought down by a few Canberra players around a couple of meters out. Marnie gives it to Hayward. Hayward out the back. Sexton unders ball to Jamin Salmon, and Salmon can hold on to that one, and he's around 5 meters out here on third tackle. Plays the ball. Marnie gives it out the back. Seven tackle or six more. And Sexton is brought down around 5 meters out. Tackle one. What's going on here? Get them out of the ruck, ref. Marnie, another 7 tackle. Another 6 more. Oh, and he passes it on Crichton. Gives it to Kiros. Kiros coming through the middle. He gets past one. Hudson Young's grabbing him by the collar and brings him down. He's tackled around 8 meters out. Oh, it's all happening here at Canberra this afternoon. The Bulldogs are on the attack, trying to get on the scoreboard. Hayward gives the unders ball to a rampaging Curtis Moran. He's tackled around 5 meters out as the moon is shining. Marnie gives it out to Sexton. Sexton to Burton. And geez, this Canberra defense is absolutely scintillating here thus far this afternoon. Hopefully I don't jinx it. Marnie, third tackle. Hayward out the back. Gives it to Sexton. Sexton, beautiful lofted pass. But what hands from Kiraz. But oh my God, Tracy was not expecting it, and it's just gone straight through. And Ciraldo is not happy. Holy hell, that computer could be in for a beating soon as the Raiders, Sam, take it away, mate.
Oh, man. A try from Canberra, I feel like that maybe the nail would be done in the coffin. But if the Bulldogs were to have scored just then and make it 16-6 after all the territory and possession has been with the Raiders in this first half, I mean, that would have been a huge boost to them. But again, this Bulldogs team, they're not out of it. They've definitely upped the ante over the past 5 minutes or so as Mariota now crashes into the Bulldogs defense. And it's kick out after all that good work.
Kick out, yeah. Time's being called off, Sam. Could we see anything more than a penalty here? We'll have to have another look.
Well, there's a penalty in the chat. There's a drive-by that's just been made on poor old Dor here by Clancy.
That's all right. Oh. It is embarrassing. He is right, Matt. You got to be honest and truthful. But it's great from Canberra.
It's also embarrassing for Penrith, who also let go asking just quietly. Anyway, so play on in the Raiders. Fresh set of 6 here for the Raiders, 35 meters out from the try line. Oh, man. Most important set of the half right here and now as it's worked its way infield for Adam Mariota, and he's stopped on the 30-meter line. Raiders are central. Starling goes right. This is Hosking, who's still out there. Makes about 7 meters there. 22 meters out of the Raiders. Second tackle. Starling goes left. Mariota passes left.
Beautiful.
Left to Young, and Young throws to the corner. This Raiders team is the best team in the NRL right now. Fight me on that. They are the best team in the NRL.
The fists are out from Wobble and Jaw here this afternoon. As I say, give Hudson Young his sky blue jersey, because this man is the most informed back rower in the competition at the moment. And he has scored yet again. I believe I'll have to absolutely just quickly check my stats. But Hudson Young has scored 6 tries in his last 4 games. So let's make it 7 tries in his last 5 games, if you're including this one at GIO Stadium for Hudson Young. And there's still 42 minutes to go. So he could add to that tally. And that is, for a back rower, that is simply absolutely stunning stuff. And look, this huge sold-out crowd here from the Raiders are getting a real show, Sam, because this is absolute cinema from the Canberra Raiders this afternoon.
Oh, William Hunt, he says, fine, I'll start drinking Canberra's milk. Everyone's going to be sucking on the teat of the Raiders at the end of the day, mate. That's a bit.
At the end of the day, what about the dairy farmer milk? Maybe later tonight against the Penrith Panthers tonight. Oh, Sam is now he is now half Raider, half Cowboy.
No, full Cowboy. But yeah, no, look, I was born in Canberra, lived in Canberra for the first 30 years of my life, man.
But always been a Cowboy.
I have an extreme soft spot for the Canberra Raiders. As Fogarty now has his first attempt from the left-hand side of the posts. We'll see how he goes here. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, the Canberra Raiders, whilst equal on competition points with the Bulldogs, they're on top. They're on top of the table at the moment as Fogarty shoots, and it's going to spin out left. So it's going to stay 20 points to nil. He's not happy, and he's not been in good kicking form today this afternoon.
I think there's really some. I think there's some wind, Sam. I really think there's a bit of a breeze there because like that one, he's definitely hooked, but some of these kicks are definitely a bit of movement there. Obviously, like I said a bit earlier, was a bit late getting home today, but yeah, it looks like there's a bit of a breeze. Didn't see the pre-game, but I think there's a bit of a breeze down there at GIO this afternoon. Look, 1 minute and 28 seconds to go. Can the Dogs score some points? I don't even know if they'll get another full set, unfortunately, but we'll see what happens. Take it away, mate.
I'll tell you what, the Fogarty, the way he's playing at the moment, if Raiders get in position, they could go for a sneaky field goal attempt here. But look at that, Raiders, they are on top of the ladder right now as Papali'i crashes into the defense. Credit to the Bulldogs, though. Every time that the Raiders have scored points, they've only mitigated the Raiders to about 40 metres off that ensuing set. But play on here, Starling scoots to the left-hand side, makes about 10 metres on that play, gets to the 40-metre line. Left here, Young, Chris, puts the afterburners on, but he's stopped there by the Bulldogs defense, and they're tackled on halfway here. Strange. Passes right to Fogarty. Fogarty puts up a booming spinner, and
Savage has knocked it on again.
Clancy with a very out there call. Fogarty could play Origin this year. Well, such is his form. I mean, a position in the squad wouldn't go astray, but I think if that meant that Fogarty misses a game, the Raiders wouldn't entirely like that. But Fogarty, yeah, could potentially, especially if Ben Hunt is out.
Well deserving of being in the side, Sam. He's had a great year. And yeah, like, injuries could happen. I would, if there's an injury outside of obviously with Ben Hunt being, that was nearly a knock on, I think, from Nicholson, and that's half time, 20 points to nil here at the break. I think Bowler's also said thoughts on Burton's future. I think Burton will be okay. I think he's just he's been obviously in and out of the side the last couple of weeks with suspension and injury. So look, I think a lot of people had Burton as 18th man for the Blues just because of his versatility, but I'm not really sure he deserves it on his recent form. I think there could definitely be a more deserving, as I see a lovely hot tamale sign in the crowd at GIO. What has Savage said? William Hunt, should I say? Savage has been chasing. Yeah, Savage is definitely doing a really good job on chasing Fogarty's kicks. Look, his goal kicking's been pretty average this afternoon, Sam, but Fogarty's in-game kicking has been tremendous thus far this afternoon. Yeah, as William Hunt, Clancy, and Bowler are having a chat between themselves. What a half, mate. What are your thoughts?
Look, Bulldogs. Let's try and stick on the Bulldogs there, right? So, it's more credit to the Raiders' attack though, but the Bulldogs just simply couldn't complete. And just I can't help but remember a comment that I saw maybe on X or Facebook or whatever, but I remember a comment that was made that the Bulldogs made their first trip outside of New South Wales against the Broncos, and they got absolutely smacked. And then they did defeat the Gold Coast Titans, and it's the Titans up at Suncorp last weekend as part of Magic Round. So this is their second trip away from the big smoke of Sydney. And they've dished up a very similar performance, albeit this is much better than their Brisbane Broncos effort. But it's just been errors galore from the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, as I believe maybe it was William Hunt that said so before. But again, the Bulldogs, however, they're just not creating enough momentum because they're dropping the ball so much. So when we could talk about who's been Bulldogs' best player so far. I mean, I'd like to say Carraz, but I don't think he's had enough opportunities to make his normal 18 hit-ups and 200 meters, though, even though he has been thereabouts. I think Burton, let's touch on Burton since that was already touched on in the chat. I think he is very quiet this afternoon. His long kicking game on 2 or 3 occasions really helped them out of trouble. But the Raiders, they're good enough to bounce back and make them pay. But I mean, Connor Tracy towards the end there. All I can say about the Bulldogs today, in a positive light, is that it felt like with about 8 minutes to go at the end of that first half, it felt like they picked up the pace and they knew the state of affairs. But then that try right on halftime by Hudson Young is a real dagger to the hopes and the momentum of the Bulldogs, mate. Do you have any positives there for the Bulldogs this afternoon so far?
I actually think a positive is the scoreline. I think that Canberra should be winning a lot more than 20-0, considering the amount of ball that they've had thus far this afternoon and the amount of errors that the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs have actually made, whether it be coming out of their own in goal or whether it be inside the red zone there when they're on the attack. They've been very sloppy in that first half, and I think just quietly, I think they would be upset, but it obviously could have been a hell of a lot worse than 20-0 with that sort of momentum that the Canberra have this afternoon and how they're playing, as well as the full packed house that they're playing in front of this afternoon. I think Reed Marnie's been very, because of the amount of defense that they've done, I think Reed Marnie's probably been one of the Bulldogs' best players. I think
agree.
He's got through a amount. So Reed Marnie, if the Raiders actually continue to dominate again, Reed Marnie's already got 45 tackles in the first half.
Wow.
So he could be on for a record-breaking tackling performance if he plays the full 80 minutes. It will be interesting as well, Sam, to see if Harry Hayes comes back or if it was a Category 1, if he comes back in the second half, as well as it looked like I was saying at the back end there, it looked like Salmon came out a bit rusty of one of those tackles and looked a bit ill as well. So I'm not sure if he came off or will be looked at in the halftime break as well. But yeah, all the Canberra Raiders, mate. And yeah, the Bulldogs are going to have to really start well this second half.
Alrighty, so to the 10 odd people that are in the chat right now, please go and subscribe to All Out Club via the hyperlink in the name of this video, and also to Wobble and Draw Sports as well. Now, are we right to potentially talk about the fantasy points that may have been accrued yet, or has that been up to date?
Yeah, I think it's as up to date as it can be. Sam, look, Hudson Young, no surprise at all. He is on top of the score sheet on fantasy, 59 points from him in that first half. And another man that was absolutely excellent for the Raiders, Zach Hosking, actually playing the full first half, which is a bit surprising to me. But the way he played, he's well and truly deserving. He's 43 points in that first half. Joe Tarpany, another man that you mentioned, Sam, 42 from him in 29 minutes. Marnie, like I said, 45 tackles, so he's got 40 points. He's the best Bulldogs scorer thus far in that first half. Fogarty, 38 points from him. So that's really good from the all-out team. We got in Fogarty a few weeks ago, so he's been great. People still got Starling. He's got 34 points. Max King, not a bad effort, 25 points in 28 minutes. Some other notable names that some people might have is Nicholson. He is on 19 points in the first half. The all-out team did pick up Jacob Kiraz, but he's been kept very quiet thus far this afternoon. Hasn't really had much good ball. And then Salmon's obviously dropped the lollies. Salmon dropped it once, and then also Connor Tracy. So he's on 16. In other players, I think that's really it from notable players. Matt Burton, I think Cordless wants you to get a bit vocal, or myself, in the second half to get his points moving in the right direction, because he is on 12 points. at halftime. Tamale, look, he's been good, but just hasn't really had that much ball come his way. 11 points for him. And that's really about it for the big names. Stephen Crichton, look, he went well the last couple of weeks, but look, he's down to 3 points in that first half. So not really a good showing from most of the Bulldogs at all. Fantasy-wise, outside of Reed Marnie there with that 40 points with the 45 tackles. So, yeah, look, I can say turn it up, but we've got to wait for the right moment for that to happen. Sam, should we have a look at the stats thus far in the first half potentially, or is that maybe a bit too early to go into that? Or
no, I reckon we can do that now, mate. Because they usually take a couple of minutes, don't they, to update themselves. So in 3, 2, 1, we're going to bring this up here and now. So tries inside the first 3 minutes or 4 minutes of the game, 17th minute, 22nd minute. And then there was about 15 minutes there where the Bulldogs still had a lot of pressure put on them. And that was probably their best portion of the game in that 15-minute period between the 22nd minute and the 35th minute, where they really held the Raiders at bay. And they were coming with a lot of momentum, but wasn't meant to be. So the stats here, wow, possession still remains 63% to the Raiders after that first half. That is enormous, but that's really the big talking point here. Completion rates, that's enormous. 92% for the Raiders, 61% for the Bulldogs, and that's pretty much all you need to know right there. But I mean, line breaks, it's 4 points to 4-0, I should say. Sorry. Post contact meters, it's almost double for the Canberra Raiders in favour of them. Scrolling down even further, the kicking meters, there's about 130 difference between the Raiders and the Bulldogs in that department. Missed tackles, 31 for the Bulldogs. Inside that first half. Well, there you go. Ineffective tackles is 15. And in comparison, Canberra's missed 10 ineffective tackles, 2 for the Canberra Raiders. And that's, I mean, that really is the main talking point. Like, penalties are pretty much the same at 3 apiece, but I think 6 against might be in favour of the Raiders as well. But it really is the error rate from the Bulldogs that's really kicked them in the arse. And then because of all the defending that they had to do. I mean, there was one point there where they had 100 more tackles than the Canberra Raiders. It was something like 145 to 50 tackles inside the first 20 minutes of the game or thereabouts, man. So all these areas, they've really kicked them in the ass. But we saw something similar last night, albeit it's a completely different standard of first grade footy. We saw something similar last night where it was literally the same sort of possession stat with Newcastle at about 63 or even 65% possession to whatever the Titans had, about 30%. And then that swung around, and then the Titans came back and won that game last night, unbelievably so. So if possession, and it will, swing its way back in the Bulldogs' favour, I mean, watch out, because they looked pretty dangerous inside that final 15 minutes of the first half. But they've got to be excellent, Bulldogs. They've got to make no errors inside that second half.
I think also the fact that, look, the Bulldogs really got to take some confidence, Sam, from the fact that a lot of times in a lot of games this season that the side trailing in the first half has actually come back and won the game. We've seen the Raiders, who are normally slow starters and normally are behind going into the halftime break, really come back in the second half. And we saw it twice last night, the team trailing by, I think, 14 and 20, ended up coming back and winning the game. So that's why I said to you, like, I don't think, even though Hudson Young has tried really put a lot of momentum or continued that momentum with the Raiders, I don't think that this game is over.
No.
I would have said if it was over, if it was, let's say, like 30 points or something like that, a similar scoreline to what the Broncos had at the Bulldogs at halftime a few rounds ago. I think it was like 32, 34-0, something along those lines. That I could say, yeah, it's probably done. But 20 points, that's what, 3 tries and a penalty goal or a 2-point field goal. So, yeah, I think that this game is still well and truly on, Sam.
Only just,
yeah. But like I said, at the end of the first half, I think the the Bulldogs have really got to have a good, strong start to this second half, Sam, and really come out and score the first points. Because, like you said, if say the Raiders score the first, say 2 tries or whatever, gets out to something like 30-0 after about 50 minutes, well, yeah, it's probably that's all she wrote for today.
I do just want to go in and quickly just to say some of these stats out loud. So Tarpany was on the paddock for maybe the first half an hour, maybe a little bit more than that. He carried the pill 16 times and made 146 meters inside that first half in his first stint. That's amazing. Morgan Smithies, 13 runs, 113 running meters. I think we've overlooked him a little bit in our discussion so far. He was touching that ball. Yeah, he was very good. Zach Hosking. 13
sorry,
runs.
Sam.
No, right, 13 runs, 305 meters for Zach Hosking as well, man. The point is that the forward pack for the Raiders is absolutely laying the platform for the outside backs to do what they can do. Sorry, Dor, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say for someone like a Smithies, he's normally, someone that does a lot of tackling and doesn't really do that much running. His run game's not really of the forefront. He's obviously a very good ball player. That's why he's there playing at lock. But yeah, it's more just his tackling and ball playing there that normally is, taking center stage. But today it's been his running game. Like you said, 113 run meters, 10 carries. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal from him in that first half. I think the boys want us to give a few quick little.
Let's get into the chat. Let's discuss the cows for the next 86 minutes. I could, but we've got kick off in the next couple of minutes. Dogs left side.
We'll discuss them after.
Clancy, how do I find the tips for Dor to take his pants off? Oh, Jesus, Mother Mary. Unknown says could play a little strip try every time the doggies score. Dor, oh man, the chat wants the kits off, mate. I want to hear some expansion talk, Dor, in Wobble and Jaw. Probably not today, mate. Maybe after.
We can just say we're absolutely bloody stoked for Perth. We went over there for the double header, and where Sam and I are both really stoked, and we saw firsthand that Perth are really ready for an NRL team.
Alrighty, and play is back underway. Second half of Raiders versus Bulldogs, Dor.
And yes, Toby Sexton takes it, and Harry Hayes. He looks like he's back. He's back. Oh, Harry Hayes passed his HIA and he is back. And here goes Kiraz here on tackle 2. That's a great carry here. The Bulldogs looking like they've come out of the halftime break with a lot of energy. Here's Hotboy with another great carry. This is 3 great carries here from the Doggies to start this second half. Hotboy plays the ball. Marnie goes the short side, gives it to big Billy Army kick out. And he takes it up to around the 45 or actually the 35-meter line there. And Marnie gives it there to, is that Connor Tracy? Yeah, just gets inside the Raiders half. He plays the ball. Marnie, oh my Lord, have mercy. So we were talking about Matt Burton. I don't know if you know Mary Fowler, but Matt Burton is having a Mary Howler. Because this has been absolutely disgraceful.
Turn it up. Matt Burton, turn it up. Turn it up.
Well, he needs to turn it up. He needs a rocket put up his backside, because what is he doing here this afternoon? He's being diabolical. Anyway, take it away, Sam.
Alrighty, so Raiders now. Oh, Jesus, dangerous times here for the Bulldogs as Mariota enters Bulldogs territory here. I mean, they were already in Bulldogs territory, weren't they? Mariota plays the ball, a second tackle right to Josh Papali'i, puts the step on, makes great post contact meters. Oh, we would have loved to have gotten the offload away there too, and all of a sudden the Raiders
That's our big papa.
20. They are 20 meters away here. It's gone right. Weeks, dummies, arcing his run, steps, and he's eventually tackled there by the Doggies. Plays the ball, 4th tackle. It's going way back out left. The Raiders are running left to right now in the second half as Mariota tried to get the offload off, but could not. 5th tackle, Starling, left, Fogarty, passes left to Young. Why not? Puts in the grubber kick, and yes, I agree. Played at and Strange takes the ball about on the Bulldogs 30. He's running back towards the 20, and the Raiders have a fresh set 20 meters out. Oh boy, Starling right, Fogarty, and he puts Hosking back under, who again played that entire first half, and it's probably his best performance in maybe the past 18 months. There is Starling, runs left, Mariota gets the ball, and he's stopped there by the Bulldogs defense. Third tackle, just left of the sticks. Starling goes right, taken by Fogarty, right to Weeks, and right to Nicholson, and he stopped on the 10-meter line. Fourth tackle on the interchange sideline. Starling runs a little bit to the left, finds Papali'i, offloads back to Starling, puts in the grubber kick, and it's Mariota that's chasing, but I think he's bounced it, but he's claiming it, but I think he's bounced it, Dor.
Oh, that was a lovely kick there from Tom Starling. A great carry, but yes, the referee, I think, is with you, Sam, and that looks like he's knocked the ball on here. What a run by big Josh Papali'i. As we're looking here, zooming in, eyes on the ball. Oh, did he touch it? Did he touch it?
Oh, he touched it all right, but I don't think he planted it.
Hold on. I'm looking at this angle here. Yeah, that's not a try. You're 100% right. Should I say, Sam? That is great eyes from you, mate. You'd go well in the bunker. That is no try and a 7 tackle set coming up for the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. Unknown, I think Sam and I both tipped the Raiders 1-12, correct? Or did you have Raiders 13 plus?
No, I had 1-12, man.
1-12, okay. So great run there by Kiraz there. He's been one of the Dogs' better players here this afternoon. Montoya plays the ball here on tackle 2, gives it out to tackle 1 actually, because it was 7 tackles set. Hot Boy, I think, is brought out around 30 meters out as we look at Serraldo. Does not look happy at all. Haywood gives it to Harry Hayes here as we look now at Ricky Stewart. Marnie out the back gives it to, what are you doing, Burton? And that is a 7 or 6 more for the Doggies here. So they're inside the Raiders half. Marnie gives it out to Haywood. Haywood gives it to Hot Boy. He's been busy in his first stint in a while, I think, for the Doggies. I think he's played a couple of games. If not, it's only played a few anyway. Salmon here on the unders ball is tackled there by Mariota, Sam. Third tackle here, 25 meters out. Haywood out the back. Sexton gives it to Burton. Burton throws the dummy. Oh, lovely offload. I don't think that Jerry's touched it there. I think it's gone out the back. Nicholson and Savage are there, and he is brought down just inside the Canberra red zone, 20 meters out. Montoya, Burton, and acting half gives it to Sexton. Sexton out the back to Haywood. Haywood out the back to Tracy. Tracy gives it to Crichton. Crichton's away. He's got Kiraz on the outside. He throws the dummy, and over goes Stephen Crichton. And the Bulldogs strike first here in the second half. And like we said, turn it up, and the Doggies, over they go. Oh, he had the ball. He was carrying it like a bloody, a basketball player there who's looking for the pass, but he didn't need to worry about it. Had Kiraz on the outside. And just look at the big gap here between Sebastian Chris, I think, and Tamala. And I don't know where KO Weeks is going. I think he thought the dead ball line was the try line, because he's about... Look at him. He's about like, oh, dearie me. Anyway, so yes, try confirmed for the Doggies, and they are on the board. I actually think Stephen Crichton has scored 9 tries in his last 7 games against the Raiders. So let's make it 10 tries in his last 8 games against the Raiders for Stephen Crichton. He was on 3 fantasy points at halftime, but he is going to get a lovely boost to his fantasy points after that lovely effort. And do you reckon, Sam, do you back him in here to make it 20 points to 6, mate?
Well, I think I heard or saw that Daryl Halligan said that Stephen Crichton is the best goal kicker in the NRL today, man. So, look, I'll back him in. And despite a truckload of work for the Bulldogs to do, it's game back on, man. It's game back on.
Here we go. Looks at the ball, looks at the post. Moves in. Oh, and he strikes it straight down the hey little diddle and the cat and the fiddle. And that is 20 points to 6 in favor of the Raiders. But like we said in the halftime break, Sam, and at the end of the first half, the Doggies needed to come out here and score the first points. And they have just done indeed that, mate. 20 points to 6. And there is still a whopping amount of time left, 34 minutes, mate. So this is game right back on, mate.
And look, to everybody that's in the chat and commenting right now, thank you so much for your support. Please get out there and share and like the content and everything like that, guys. Thank you very much as we are back underway.
And Kiraz takes it and gives it to Harry Hayes. Plays well above his weight, like Sam and I discussed in the first half, and it is great to see him back out there for the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. He is brought down on tackle 1 inside his own 10, and Marnie gives it to Kiraz. Good run there by Kiraz, looking for the offload, but can't really get it away there with the amount of Raiders around. Marnie out the back to Hayward, Burton gives it to kick out offloads to Burton, and away he goes, and Burton is really coming to life here, and he is tackled around 38 meters out, gives it to Bronson Cherry there from dummy half, and he gets it up to the 50-meter line here on tackle 4. The Bulldogs have actually come out and starting to make massive meters here in the half. Tracy out the back, gives it to Crichton on the unders ball, and Stephen Crichton is through. He's away. He's got Kiraz on the outside, and the week got a dog. Jamin Salmon, the fish of the week, and Jamin Salmon has gone right over, and look at him go to the Canberra faithful. And the Bulldogs have gone back to back. And it is 20 points to 10. And if I didn't say it wasn't game on, it is bloody game on, all right. And here we go, 8 minutes into the second half, and we have got Canberra and the Bulldogs in an absolute classic. And look at Stephen Crichton. Those fantasy points are going up like the stock market. Holy hell, he is cooking. And look at them go, the Bulldogs. I thought they were nearly gone, Sam. We weren't sure. But we did say this round, if any round, the Women in League round 10, there's been comebacks galore. And could we see another one down here at GIO Stadium in front of a sold-out crowd? And a bit of a dog shot there by Tom Starling, just quietly there at the end. Look at him. Look at Savard. He's probably seen that viral video of him going around with a fan at Magic Round and Sticky Stewart. And, wow. Could it be 12 points, 20 to 12, Sam? Holy hell.
Stephen Crichton. Oh, man, last year's Dally M Captain of the Year, bro. He's come out in the second half, and I think he heard me say that I thought the Raiders were the best team in the competition, and he's gone, well, watch this, and he's going to put a captain's knock in, and it's straight over the black dot. Wow. Look, it doesn't quite matter, because it was a really entertaining first half of footy anyway. But we always want a close game, and look, they've come out of the blocks in this second half, man, and we've really got something special in the next half an hour, don't we, Dor?
Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. We are experiencing and watching an absolute classic down here at our GIO Stadium this afternoon in the nation's capital. 24 goals in a row, Clancy's saying in the chat for Stephen Crichton. So that probably backs up your or Daryl Halligan's statement, Sam. But here we go, back to the action. And Harry Hayes, he just loves running it off the kickoff here, and he takes it up to around 10 meters out. Hayes plays the ball. Burton gives it to Montoya. Gets past the initial tackle there from Starling. And, geez, I don't know if you feel the same way here, Sam, but, the momentum has really shifted. I'm hearing some dogs bark in the background because the doggies are starting to come to war here this afternoon, as that is a lovely run by Hot Boy. Marnie's taking a scoop from dummy half. As he heard the news that Ben Hunt is out with a hamstring, is he thinking of nabbing a sneaky 14 jersey for his Maroons, as Connor Tracy gets it over to halfway here, plays the ball around just inside the Raiders half, and Burton bomb. Didn't really get it that well, but it's a solid kick nonetheless inside the Raiders 10 as Savage gets past the first tackle, Sam.
Well done to Savage for taking it on the full there, man. And look at that, 70% possession to the Bulldogs already in this second half, man. We said that it would swing, and it did. Timoko with a hit up now. Oh, boy, this game already. Timoko plays the ball, goes left. Tamale now arcing his run, but then straightens into the Bulldogs defense. They're about 18 meters shy of halfway. The Raiders are running left to right, and a scoot out of dummy half from Kato Weeks. Good, strong run from him. 10 meters made. Chris scoots to the right-hand side. over halfway, enters Dogs territory now, and it's last tackle. Starling goes right, finds Fogarty, and he puts the ball up sky high, Dor.
And it's beautifully taken by Connor Tracy. He's looking on the outside here. Oh, and that is a lovely tackle there by Xavier Savage and Timoko. Tracy plays the ball. Jerry gives it out to Montoya, sort of laboured up there to the 20-metre line. As I'm hearing in the chat, Tarpany is already back on. Jacob Kiraz nearly goes straight past Tarpany and Josh Papali in the middle of the field. Tracy from dummy half gives it out. Here we go. Stephen Crichton on Seb Chris. He's had his number all afternoon, and he's gone straight past. Oh my God, Tamale. He gives it to Connor Tracy. Tracy goes on the inside, and Connor Tracy. Oh my word. Yeah. I think he's held up. I think he is held up. I'm thinking he has been held up. But, oh, my God, Seb Chris has had a stunning start to the season, but he is getting taken to the cleaners this afternoon by Stephen Crichton. He is in absolute all sorts. What a tackle.
Oh, he did. He saved it. He has
held it up.
Strange.
Strange. Remember the name. Who needs Doctor Strange when you have Ethan Strange? Because holy hell, that is a special try save from Ethan Strange. And holy hell, I don't know if my voice is leaving me at the moment, but the Bulldogs are on the absolute. The Dogs of war are back and they are running riot. No errors though, Sam. So it will be Tracy to play the ball. 10 meters out. But here we go. Tracy plays the ball. Marnie gives it to Hot Boy. He's been busy since he's come on, the youngster. Good on him. Plays the ball. Here we go. Last tackle, Marnie to Hayward. Hayward to Burton. Burton to kick out. And over goes Marcelo Montoya. Oh, the Dogs. It is 20 points to 16. And it could be 2018 with a kick to come. Oh, my God, I thought last night with the Brisbane Broncos was a capitulation. This could be even worse. It's happening in 10 minutes. It's only 11 minutes of action, and it's nearly all square. Oh, my God. The Bulldogs are absolutely flying. Serraldo's probably doing cartwheels in the sheds. Oh, my God. Bark, bark, wolf, snarl. Holy hell, the Dogs are out. They're out in force, Sam. Oh, mate. Wobblin's having a spasm. They're saying in the chat, you're not happy, mate. You're not happy.
I do. Thank you very much. I haven't said a word this entire second half. It's all been Dor, and that's fine, man. This is absolutely stunning. This is stunning stuff, bro. Oh. And it's all off the back of Stephen Crichton.
Oh, my God. If the Dogs win this one, they might need to paint the town blue down in Canberra because, oh, my word. Oh. And there might be some Stephen Crichton statues at GIO going up in the future because, goodness me, he is having what a second half. As you said, as you sort of look at a captain, you want the captain, obviously, to lead by example and lead from the front. Tino was exceptional last night in these first 40 minutes last night. And what Stephen Crichton's just produced here in this first 10 minutes of this second half, he has just put his side on his back as he comes in and, he shanked it. He has shanked it. So that streak there from Stephen Crichton is unfortunately over, Clancy. But look, there is 27 minutes to go and there's 4 points in it. Oh, my God, what a game of football we're experiencing here on this Saturday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Clancy's blaming you, mate. Dor ruined the streak.
Sorry, mate. I put my hand up.
Is this the greatest stretch of comeback games ever? Look, recency bias might be a thing, but it actually might be. Like, it actually might be, Clancy.
Oh, look at that, the doggy pack there, Seb. I'm starting to actually see some Doggies fans. All I was seeing in the first half was Green Raiders fans, but here we go, mate. And Kiraz, and it's again Harry Hayes. They just love kicking it to him, and he just brings it back again. This one of his best. Oh no, not one of his best, and that has. Oh, that is not good from Harry Hayes. And the Raiders now have a real chance after an absolute ambush from the Doggies in the first 13 minutes of this first half. The Raiders now just outside of the Canberra basically try line. They're about 15 meters out, mate. And you can finally get your
just remember the Bulldogs are without Tupanua, Curran, and Preston in this game. This is a huge effort. There's no Horsburgh for the Raiders as well, but this is a huge effort as the Raiders win the scrum from about 18 meters out. It's gone right to Timoko. Oh, gee whiz, he's fighting hard against Kikau in that tackle as Starling goes left. This is Morgan Smithies now, who's able to, he's stopped just shy of the 10-meter line. Raiders are central. Starling runs a bit before finding Tarpany, and he enters the 10 meters of the Bulldogs. Starling, third tackle, out the back, left to Smithies, left to Fogarty, stops on his run, and he takes the hit up himself. And this is fourth tackle here. 14 minutes into this second half. Starling goes right to Smithies. He offloads to Tarpany.
Oh, he's dropped it. He's dropped it.
No, stripped. I thought that was stripped by the Bulldogs, man. I thought that was stripped by Kikau.
I thought he dropped it.
Oh, man. I thought it was stripped. Oh, man. Is there a challenge coming? The Raiders do have a challenge. It is the Raiders that don't have a challenge.
No, that's not a strip.
Okay. No, it's not. No, fair enough. I just saw
Tarpany. Just move away. Move away, Joseph. Move away. It doesn't matter. You don't want to challenge that, mate. You're going to lose it. Keep your challenge for later when you might actually need it, and you could actually win it because you're not winning that one. So the Raiders there, Sam, they really had a chance there, but they've unfortunately bottled it for the Green Machine. And oh my God, and away they go down this right side. And Connor Tracy gets past Seb Chris. Oh, and he just falls to ground there. I would like Kiraz to get a bit more ball just selfishly for my fantasy teams. But, that's a bit high. I thought that was a bit high. Yeah, Crichton gets up, but play on. Harry Hayes, hopefully he can hold on to it here, and he does. Tackled just outside his own 30-meter line. Marnie gives it to Hayward. Hayward out the back to Burton. Burton to kick out off to Jerry, and Jerry, he's tackled just inside his own half here. As my computer tells me that my battery is low, but we still have 10%. I might have to duck off in a second when the Raiders have the ball to plug in my charger. But here we go. Marnie gives it to Burton. Oh, and that is a nice bit of purchase off the shoe there by Burton. And that is met with a lovely chase by Montoya, but Weeks manages to stay in.
You go plug in, mate. You go recharge that battery right now, mate. Alrighty, so I'll just remove him just for a moment there, and I'll keep an eye on him. Oh, geez, that's full on, isn't it? Now, Savage, he took the hit up, and he's thinking that he got smacked in the beak. Right. Or maybe a poke in the eye, maybe. Well, in any event, let's have a bit of a friggin' breather, eh? Holy smokes. Talbro, be good for the super coach for Kikau. I think he was mentioning Clancy Savage has foul hands. It's hard to explain yet. Yeah, he's had a bit of an unhappy day with the hands, but it's play on here. And now it's Timoko who has the hit up, getting onto the 20-meter line. And I think we've got Dor back here now, man. And we've got Kamale backing his way to the 30-meter line. Alrighty. Fourth tackle. This is as hard as they've had to play so far in this game. As Tarpany hits it up and offloaded it back out to Smithies, and he was able to get up over the 40-meter line. Last tackle, though, Fogarty kicking just inside of his territory, and it's taken on the full there by Tracy.
Great depth on that kick, Sam, and they know what the Bulldogs are well aware of this right side. I think they're going to really start to target it. And Kiraz, here he goes. He's going to pop that out the back. Oh, that is lovely points. Show me the points from Kiraz there. And Crichton, that is a great carry from him. Gets outside his own 20-meter line. Sexton gives it to Kiraz again. He is, and show me the points again. Jacob Kiraz. With the lovely off there it goes. Oh, Bronson Jerry down the left-hand touchline. Look at him go, moon pie. Oh, and he's tackled, ankle tap there by Savage. Shifted right, Bulldogs. They've got to shift it. Burton gives it to Sexton. They've got to go out the back. He hits Hayes on the unders ball. Hayes, they've got to keep going right. The numbers are there. Marnie, no, he's gone left. Sexton gives it to Maxi King. And the Bulldogs just square it up. 20 all. Oh, mamma mia. These doggies are barking. Woof, woof. Holy hell. Oh, my. 18 minutes through. And we are all square. Big Maxi King. Over he goes. I do not know what is going on. Oh, mamma mia. Oh, look at Moon Pie. Bronson Cherry just gives a nice facial there to Matt Tumoko with a lovely, lovely fend. And that is a huge ankle tap there by Xavier Savage. I thought they sort of stuffed it there with Sexton going to Hayes. But look, Sexton gets his ball in his hands and the Raiders are at sea. And a lovely unders ball to Maxi King. And over he goes. Yes, William Hunt, don't worry about getting that Canberra milk. You go and buy that Dairy Farmer milk, mate. You go and get those cows. Prepare for the ambush tonight.
The Canberra milk has gone off, mate.
Oh, it's been laced. What has happened at halftime? The halftime oranges for the Bulldogs. Oh, they must have had some special juices in it because they are cooking here in the second half. Holy hell.
I just don't know what to say, Dor. I'm actually speechless, bro.
Canberra's milk does not age well, apparently. It normally doesn't start well, the Canberra milk, and then starts to age beautifully as it goes on. But that is not the case this afternoon. And look at the kennel. Oh, the kennel. It is cooking down there, the kennel, and holy hell. Just quietly, when I was saying about the weak-gutted dog, Jamin Salmon, he actually found the camera and did the weak-gutted dog celebration to the camera. So, oh, he knows what's going on, Jamin Salmon, here this afternoon. Oh, that's one kick in a row for Crichton. Oh, that is indeed, it is news. We will start a new streak here right now. Holy hell. Oh, my God.
Smokes.
What a game of football we're experiencing here at GIO Stadium this afternoon. Oh, my God. All right. Burton has given it to Curtis Morin here. Someone different to take it off the kickoff. Oh, and Timiko, he's grabbing his left arm there. He looks all right at the moment, but Montoya, oh, that is another lovely offload. The Dogs are starting to throw it around here. The doggy biscuits are getting thrown around as Kickow. He takes it and gives it to Burton. Burton, oh, he's hit hard there by Tarpany. I don't know if I've ever experienced 3 comebacks in a row from a lot of points down, but we could be experiencing it here in round 10 of 2025 Women in League round as Bailey Haywood here on the last tackle is going to take it up to halfway. Plays the ball. Marnie, give me a Burton bomb. No, it's not a Burton bomb. It's just an end-over-end kick. Good depth, though, and a good chase there. And Savage is down, Sam, just outside his own 10-metre line.
There is 20 minutes remaining in arguably the game of the season, man. Who knows? It's Bulldogs up 22 points to 20. And now the Raiders, Papali'i's come off. Now the Raiders on second tackle play the ball, and Sasangi's out there, and he makes a good run, but he stopped just shy of the 30-metre line. Plays the ball. Weeks. This is Tamale. Oh, man, strong contact by Curtis Morin, and he backs his way to just shy of the 40-metre line. Fourth tackle, play the ball. This is Morgan Smithy, who's been excellent this afternoon, getting up to just shy of halfway, but it's last tackle already, and Fogarty puts it up in the air, mate.
Another great kick depth-wise there, and Tracy takes it, and he's throwing it around. Here goes Kiraz. He says, get the hell off me, Hudson Young, and goes straight past him, but he is... what's happened here? Hold on. He is tackled. Tarpany brings him down. Tackle 1 around 12 metres out. Montoya, he gets it up to around Kiraz. A bit of a neck-shoulder issue. Just shrug that off. Come on, Jacob. We need those points. And Bronson Cherry gets it up to around the 30-metre line. Just give it a good, put some Voltaren on it, Bulldogs trainer. And oh, my word, Tom Starling. and Simi Sasungi say, go backwards, Bailey Hayward. And backwards he goes, and Curtis Moran trying to straighten it up, but he is met beautifully there by Simi Sasungi. Plays the ball. Marnie, come on, give me a Burton bomb. That's all I want. And unfortunately, we don't get a Burton bomb, but we get a nice long kick from Burton, and Savage gives it to Weeks, Sam.
Weeks bending the line back to the 30-metre line. That's a good return there. So Raiders need to keep it up. Strange at dummy half. Scoots to the left-hand side. Might have been taken high there, but play on. Getting up to the 40-metre line. And he's trying to play the ball, but the Dogs were all over him. Nearly a 6 again.
Tamale.
Tamale flicks it, but I think that might have gone forward. And it's a knock on by the Raiders.
Xavier Savage.
Dear.
Xavier Savage's hands. Too much sauce, Sam is saying from the Raiders, but I don't mind it. I just think Savage's hands have been deplorable this afternoon. Oh, mamma mia. That was a bit behind him, but Savage, he's not having a good afternoon with his hands. If you just look how the Bulldogs have started to play, Sam, they're starting to throw it around, look for those offloads, and it's working an absolute treat. Canberra, I think, is starting to realise, and they know that they're behind the game at the moment, and they've got to start adapting. Anyway, Marnie gives it to Tracy, and Tracy, great run there, and tackled there by Strange and Hudson Young. Crichton and acting half gives it to Hayward, and Hayward gives it to the try scorer, Big Maxi King. Look, he had the longest streak for no tries in the NRL, but he scored 2 in, I think, a couple of weeks. So good on you, Maxi. Sexton hits the big kick out on the unders line. Hopped a bit of a tarpany knee there on the way down, but he's tackled inside the red zone on tackle 3. Sexton, beautiful ball to the Jamin Salmon, and he's done well to hold on to that there. Great tackle there by Strange. Last tackle, fourth tackle, and Hayward gives it to Maxi King. Oh, he is working hard since that meat pie. Here we go, last tackle inside the Raiders' 10 metres line. Marnie gives it out to Hayward. Hayward gives it to big Viliami kick out. Over he goes. And the Bulldogs are in again. And holy hell, it is 26 points to 20. It is 26 points unanswered for the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. And I don't know if it's going to be the same sort of media scarce that we saw last night. But the Broncos got taken to the cleaners in their second half performance. And I think it's going to be taken up for Canberra as well in this game, because I do not know what has happened. It is the same thing as Newcastle and Brisbane. They just haven't come out to play in this second half, and they are absolutely all at sea at the moment. And, Sam, I need to rest my voice if you want to butt in here. But look at Timoko. He's just copped a nice big don't argue from kick out, and over he goes. I can hear Mick screaming because he got in kick out the other week for his fantasy or super coach team. So, oh, my God, Sam, take it away, mate.
The Bulldogs, I said, and we both agreed that they kicked it up to a different gear with about 10 minutes remaining. They were playing faster and they looked dangerous. And that's why you and I said they're not out of this game yet. And they have come out of the sheds at the same rate of knots, maybe a little bit faster. But you're right, man. This Raiders defense, the Raiders just, they haven't come out of the sheds properly in this second half, and their edges have been torched. It was well worked by the Bulldogs, but it was still soft defense by Timoko down that right edge on kick out was Stephen Crichton. He's lining up the conversion attempt. This is a massive get if he gets it.
Ice in his veins.
No, it was short. It was short.
Oh.
Well, that is massive. That is a massive miss. It keeps the Raiders well and truly in the game with a one score rate. So the Raiders, they now need to absolutely knuckle down. There is 15 minutes remaining. What a game.
Yeah, so I did say in the first half with the stat attack that the Raiders had won 9 of the last 10 games, I think it was, against the Bulldogs. But they obviously didn't win the last encounter, which probably happened sometime last year because the Raiders actually haven't beaten the Bulldogs since Ricky Stewart called Jamin Salmon a weak-gutted dog. I have had confirmed by some sources. So that could be the case yet again here this afternoon as kick out. Oh, my God. The Bulldogs are just making meters for fun here. And Marnie gives it to Montoya, and he gets past the initial tackle, gets an offload. Sexton looking for the outside ball there. Did he drop it there? No, looks like he's held on to it. But his players on the outside there are a bit asleep. He was looking there. And Max King, he has been brilliant here in this second half stint. He is tackled 45 meters out. Hayward gives it to Burton. Burton, he's looked busy here in this second half. He's tackled here just inside the Raiders half. Give it a good nudge here, Sexton, and Sexton does that indeed, and it's going to be taken here by KO Weeks inside his own 10-meter line, Sam.
Oh, he's going to get dragged back inside his own 10 meters. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Weeks now will play the ball only a few meters in front of the try line. This is Tamale now, spinning his way outside of the 10-meter line there. Second tackle. Raiders running left to right. Strange scoots to the right-hand side and makes a good 12-meter carry there. That's a good run from Strange. Third tackle, however, 22 meters out from their own try line. Savage was taken very quickly there by Hayward. Good defense by him. Play the ball on the 30-meter line. Starling goes left. This is Hudson Young now. The Raiders, they've pulled a rabbit out of the hat for the past 3 weeks. They're going to have to do it again here as Hudson Young plays the ball on the 40-meter line and Fogarty kicks it, finds a bit of grass. Oh, that is nearly a 40-20. I don't think it is. That was so close.
That was that was so banana. Close.
They're going to challenge it and maybe suggest that Montoya touched it, Dor. I don't think he did. But at least the Raiders get a bit of a breather here for the next minute.
Where are you currently, Sam? Just because my stream sort of glitched and I've just had to. Have you got just looking at the ball just on the boot, or am I slightly ahead?
Alrighty, so
I'm watching the ball in flight. It's gone over the 30-meter line now. Montoya's hand is coming up.
Oh, that's so close to Montoya.
Yeah, but the other thing is as well, did it go? No, it hasn't gone a 40-20. It's very close. It's gone about 21 meters, but unfortunately just hasn't got there. Yeah. Very unfortunate there. Yeah, I do agree then, Boller in the chat saying about how could he say that there was no touch straight away. Oh, no. And the Salmon looks like he's gone down. Hopefully nothing serious there. It was a beautiful banana indeed. And Maxi King, as Salmon is getting carried off, so not looking good there for Jamin Salmon, but a lovely crowd of over 23,800 in the house down at GIO this afternoon. And Matty Burton looks the unders ball there for kick out, but decides to show a bit of a dummy and go himself here. Burton plays the ball. Marnie gives it out the back to Kickow. Sam, you tell me if I'm too far in front. Kickow gets tackled just around the halfway line. Kickow plays the ball. Marnie gives it out the back to Hayward. Hayward out the back. Oh, that's 6 more. That's 6 more. He's passed it. Crichton, you pick that ball up. No, Crichton's just going to not worry about picking it up. Looks like it's taken the shoulder or arm potentially of Ethan Strange. He's really trying to swing momentum here, Ethan Strange. Oh, it's copped his hand actually as he's gone to tackle him there. But I respect this from Ethan Strange, Sam, that he is really trying to, for a young footballer like himself, with, not as much experience as some of the players out there, he is really trying to swing. Look at the freaking run meters for the second half, 753 run meters for the Bulldogs, to 200 and something for the Raiders. 7 line breaks in the second half to 0 from Canberra. But anyway, Montoya gets over halfway, plays the ball. Marnie gives it to Hayward. Hayward gives it to Hotboy. Not Hotboy, sorry, Curtis Moran, pardon me. And he is tackled 40 meters out from the Raiders line. Plays the ball. Marnie gives it to Sexton. Sexton to Harry Hayes on that unders line. And he is met by Hosking and Starling plays the ball 35 metres out. Marnie gives it to Hayward. Hayward to Sexton. Sexton throws a dummy, gets past the original tackle of Sasungi, but is brought down by Nicholson. And Tarpany plays the ball. Marnie gives it to Burton. Burton, midfield bomb. Someone's taken out in the middle of the field here. And looks like KO Weeks has lost it.
Oh, there's going to be a penalty here, is there?
I think it doesn't matter because it's a not. Oh, no.
No, Triton played at that.
No, not that. It's not that. It's it's Weeks has dropped the ball is what's happened, not the there's no penalty or anything for that contact. Like you said, Sam, Crichton has just run straight into the guy and flopped. So yeah, I'm glad there was no penalty for that. Yes, great acting. Give him an Oscar, Nick Boller. And Bronson's Jerry here is trying to take Tomoko to the cleaners on the outside, but great defense there by Tomoko. Jerry's tackled around 5 meters out, plays the ball. Tracy gives it to Hayward. Hayward's been great ball playing in the middle of the field here for the Bulldogs this afternoon. And King is tackled around 15 meters out. Sexton gives it to Hayes on the unders ball, and he is met beautifully there by Tom Starling, and Hosking gets him around the legs. Third tackle around 11 meters out. Hayes plays the ball. Marnie at dummy half gives it to Hayward, and that's another 6 again. Another 6 again. Stop running and wasting your energy, Savage, as it is another 6 again.
Oh, man. Raiders.
Still plenty of time, Sam. And the Canberra faithful, you don't need to panic just yet. You just need to keep the Bulldogs out here. So it's going to be probably another scrum around 12 meters out as a very nervous Ricky Stewart watching on from the sideline as a very now calm and stable Sorreldo after what was a tumultuous, absolute diabolical first half from the Bulldogs. As Crichton off the scrum is now taken down around 5 meters out. Yes, Ricky does have a jumper on indeed, as Marnie gives it out to Hayward, and Hayward goes unders to Max King. King plays the ball. Marnie gives it to Sexton. Sexton unders ball to Kickow, who's been absolutely terrific this second half. I say go right out to Jacob Kiraz, but they're going to play the ball here, and Marnie at acting half. They're going that way. Hayward, Sexton, Tracy, Kiraz! Kiraz gets rid of one. Jacob Kiraz! Oh, show me the fantasy points. Someone please get up. Don't be injured. We only just purchased you this week, Jacob. But over he goes. And there could be a bit of extra look at this effort here. Someone again coming in late. Oh, but Jacob Kiraz. Oh, I don't know, Cord, Mick, and Bensi, if you're watching, but we did trade in this man, and we will celebrate that try immensely. As look at this, he gets past Ethan Strange, he gets past Hudson Young, steps inside, KO Weeks. Oh, and that could be night, good night to the Green Machine if Canberra, if Stephen Crichton can kick this conversion here. Boller's saying a forward pass here. Let's see. Potentially, I'd have to say it's the last pass to Kiraz, as everything else looked absolutely A-OK outside of that last pass there. I think Clancy's comment somewhere above, he wants his comment. Oh, there it is. Go to Kiraz, please. Don't worry, Nuge. We saw it, and they did indeed do that. But Sam, man, I actually feel for Canberra fans. I know Bulldogs fans are probably just like Gold Coast and Dolphins South Sydney and Titans fans. But man, there is nothing worse than having a really good first half and then just getting absolutely overrun by another team in the second half. And oh man, like this is just heartbreaking as Crichton just drills it for the mass amount of Canberra fans that have come out here this afternoon. But wow, all you can do is really give credit to the Bulldogs for how they have turned out this second half, Sam. And man, I don't know if it's just like the Raiders have turned, like, I don't know, like the Raiders really just haven't had much ball. They've made maybe like a couple of errors, but it just for me seems like the Bulldogs have just come out and played the football like they have to start the season, and they sort of lost it the last couple of weeks. But they found it again in this second half as the Raiders go short, Sam, and Savage bats it back, but Bailey Hayward is positioned perfectly. Me and you, while I did say that it could be over, there is still 6 minutes and 33 seconds left of action here, and that is enough time to score a couple of tries. So there is still time here as Jerry plays it around 42 metres out from his own try line as Max King is tackled around 45 metres out. Marnie plays the ball, gives it to Curtis Morin. And Curtis Morin, that is a great run from Curtis Morin, gets it up to the Raiders' 40-metre line. Plays the ball as Reed Marnie gives it to Sexton. Sexton off the right, off the left, but he is tackled here as the Dogs. Oh, they are in a special mood right now. Give me a Burton bomb, not this. It's not a Burton bomb, but it's probably a perfectly weighted kick, which it is. And Savage is swamped upon by Montoya, Sam. And kick out, should I say.
I feel like I haven't said a friggin' word all this second half, mate. I'm back. Alrighty, so Tamale has the hit up and kick out. Timed his run perfectly when he tackled Strange just then. So Raiders got to obviously throw caution to the wind, and just one out hit ups like that, it's not going to do much, but credit to the Bulldogs' fast swarming defense as it goes to Fogarty. Cut out left to Strange, left to Hudson Young. And Hudson Young nearly dropped the ball there. So it's last tackle, and they're going to be kicking from deep inside their own 40-metre line or on the 30. Fogarty just puts it up and hopes for the best, mate.
Oh, there's a great kick. And now gives it to Tracy. And he pins the ears back, but is beautifully tackled there by Nicholson. I think Raiders need to score probably in their next set. It's their last chance next set as Montoya is tackled around 43 metres out from his own try line. Here goes Kiraz looking for work through the middle of the field, and he is tackled here on tackle 3. Oh, no, he keeps on going. But yes, tackled here on tackle 3, 50-odd metres out. Marnie gives it to Maxi Kick. He's had a great second half here. He's tackled around 35 metres out from the Raiders try line. Hayward out the back to Burton. Burton dummies to kick out on the unders, gets past the original tackle from Fogarty, but is tackled there by Timoko. Last tackle here. I'd go for a field goal, but they're going to go for just a bomb. Sexton beautifully weighted kick, but is taken beautifully there by Weeks, Sam.
Alrighty, so the Raiders, they got to go 95 metres here. Savage getting driven back. And
Great
now the Raiders now got to... Oh, they've knocked it on. Savage has knocked it on. And now I think maybe the emotions are going to start spilling over a little bit. Oh, my goodness.
Xavier Savage, I think that's about his 4th or 5th error for the day.
Yeah. Yep. Man, it's sorry to sound like I don't have any energy and like I'm bored or whatever, but like I'm crook as a dog, and this game has just taken all the energy out of me, man. I don't think he knocked that fucking ball on just quietly, but anyway.
Could we get some more Kiraz meat, Julie?
Yeah, we could, mate.
Here we go. And here goes Tracy. Oh. Repack. As there's 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. 32 points unanswered in the second half. And holy hell, I'm recovering from illness from a Magic Round sickness. And my voice has gone back to the kennel after this call in this second half, because holy hell, I feel like I haven't shut up this whole second half. But hey, we do it for the culture, isn't that right, Sam? And we do it for the culture. We do it for these lovely people that are joining us this afternoon. And here we go. They're going right again. Tracy, What was that? He is about 10 meters offside, I think. Yes. Thank you very much. We might have missed a couple of offside calls over the past couple of weeks in the NRL, but that one was, what the hell? Didn't the Bulldogs lose their challenge?
I thought they did.
Oh.
You got to have both feet behind the ball, man.
Yeah, I think that it's inconclusive evidence to really say that he was definitely behind or in front of the kicker there. So I've got no issues with that. I don't know if it's challenge unsuccessful, though. It just would have been challenge successful, or they just would have lost their own challenge, or
Thank
kept
you,
their
Tahi.
challenge, should I say.
Thank you, Tahi. So if the Raiders want to pull off an absolute miracle, they got to score right now in this set of 6. And then they've got to take the conversion extremely quickly. That was fought out of dummy half. But anyway, play on. Weeks is swamped, taken on the 40. And just quietly, I really hope that these two teams meet again later on in September, maybe in the first Sunday of October, because this has been absolutely amazing, this game. As Tarpany plays the ball, Paddy comes out. I think that's his first run of the game. Passes right to Nicholson, who's been a bit quiet in the second half, and he's now he's looking at his bloody ankle or his calf or shin. Now it's ball in hand with Tarpany on the 4th, left to Hosking, left to Fogarty, left to Hudson Young. And just like everyone, everyone's shell-shocked at the moment. This has been incredible as Fogarty on last tackle puts the bomb up. Savage is chasing, and Savage didn't want a frigging bar of it. But
Beautiful take by Montoya.
What's happening?
As I think Nicholson's suffered he's coming off Nicholson, which is it's just getting worse here for the Raiders. But yes, here we go. 30 seconds to go. The Bulldogs are just going to take one out runs here. And yeah, it's a real tough pill to swallow here from the Raiders, but they join the Broncos and the Newcastle Knights as teams that have had great leads into the first half and lost it in the second. Dude, actually, now that I think of it, Sam, just quietly, as the Bulldogs just to go on one out, simple carries here, did Newcastle score a point in the second half?
No.
The Broncos didn't score, I don't think, a point in the second half. And now the Raiders have gone ahead and scored no point in the second half. So I think we've seen 3 teams in the last 3 games score 0 points in the second half and get overrun. I'm no David Middleton, but I'm not sure if that's ever been done in the NRL's history.
Well, can we just tell the players every weekend is Women in League round? Because Women in League round for 2025 is turning into a classic, an absolute goat of a round of rugby league. The Bulldogs have come back to win 32-20 and keep the Raiders scoreless in the second half. And these two teams are arguably the 2 best teams in the competition. It lived up to the hype. This was a top of the table clash, and I lived up to it. Thank you to everybody that has been in the chat today. We've been getting lots of compliments and lots of activity in the comments in the chat. And now the Bulldogs now go 2 competition points clear for the time being on 18 points, and the Raiders are still in second spot at 14 competition points. Dor, holy smokes.
The next game is the only team, the Warriors are the only team that can reduce that deficit to 2. So we will wait to see what happens in between the Dragons and the Wars in the 5:30 game. But wowee, mate. What a call. We both you dominated the first half and I've dominated the second half there with the calling. But wowee, I just honestly, I'm a bit dumbfounded. The NRL this year is it's a compliment to the competition, really, that any team on their day can win. I am 0-4, I think, this week for tipping.
So am I, mate. So am I. Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are having shockers too, and it's been a very tough year thus far because just of like what I said earlier, any team on their day can win. We've got an absolute great rest of Super Saturday coming up, Sam. Like I said, the Dragons versus the Warriors in the next game, mate. I actually just will quickly check for these lovely viewers and watchers that have stuck around to see if there's any news in regards to team lists in that regard. And yes, no, the Dragons 1-17, so there is some team list news. And Healy is he made his debut last week, but he is out this week. Bunty Afoa moves to starting prop. Forward to the bench, and Tamari Martin comes in to replace Healy on the bench. Tommy Talau is out tomorrow for Manly, and some more scoop for some mail. Falalo comes onto the bench for them. Tui Kamakamika is out for the Storm tomorrow, with Valepu coming in onto the bench. I've also got some further news for the ladies and gentlemen listening as well, Sam, that Dom Young will actually remain at the Roosters for now. Latest reports this afternoon are the two parties, which are the Roosters and Newcastle, are struggling to come to terms on how much each side will pay for the deal. So a deal that was expected to be announced this weekend looks like it might not be, might be early next week. And the hope from Newcastle is that they'd have Dom Young for next week in round 11. Might take a bit of a blow. And Dom Young's actually going to play New South Wales Cup for the Roosters tomorrow in Tamworth. Right. But no, what about your Cows, mate, tonight? Are you confident? Obviously, Penrith have been a bit iffy this season, very inconsistent, but are coming off a great win against my Broncos last weekend. What do you give your men a chance tonight, mate? Do you give them a good chance?
They're every chance. They are every chance. We just saw the Bulldogs do it. We've just this round. The Cowboys are a chance tonight. 100%, man. Absolutely, they can get the job done. I believe in them too. I'm not even joking, man. Like it doesn't matter anymore, bro. Like we can sit here and analyze Team List Tuesday all we want. It doesn't matter anymore this year, bro. It is flip the coin. Whoever decides to rock up on the day, or who comes out of the fucking sheds in the second half. That's when it's decided these days.
I was just about to say in round 10, you want to be losing at halftime.
Yeah. Like this entire year, you want to come out of the sheds in the second half, don't you? Yeah. It's insane. It's insane this season, and we are all freaking loving it. But look, we got to go now, guys. Thank you everybody for a really successful live stream. Really appreciate your support. Please like and subscribe and share to All Out Club and Wobble Enjoy Sports, and we will see you guys in the next unbelievable live stream, mate. But yes,
before we go, Sam, what you probably don't know off the top of your head, but what's your work schedule like next week for next Sunday? I'd like to do. Is there potential that we can give people a chance that we could be back to do something next weekend, or are you busy?
I think my work. So what I can tell you is, unless if you and I decide to do Dragons Warriors in the next half an hour, I mean, would you like to do another game tonight? If your voice can maybe hold out, but besides that, yeah.
Well, I can do another game if you want, but like, are we going to end and give ourselves a half an hour breather, or are we?
Just absolutely. No, absolutely. So if you wanted to do another game tonight, did you want to do Cowboys Panthers, or did you want to do Dragons and Warriors? I think maybe we should do Cowboys and Panthers and get some tucker.
Yeah, and then maybe get up some clips or something from this game or something like that. So people can see, or
we're even still live. We're still live, by the way. So like we have some behind the scenes.
I know.
Green room talk at the moment.
I just want to talk. So what next week? You're not available to call any games next week?
Well, from what I can remember, I'm calling the Women's State of Origin game 2 with the Leaguey next Thursday. I'm doing Roosters Bulldogs.
Yeah,
next Friday night with the Rugby League Outlaws. And then I think I'm on day shift. Or unless if you wanted to, I know. Maybe next week, Dor, you and I can do Sharks versus Melbourne Saturday night.
We could. We could do that, yeah.
If you're available,
if you're doing day shifts, I was going to say it'd be great to do a bloody into Origin, but I don't think you'd be you'd be back in time if you're working on next Sunday.
We're just letting everyone know just the ins and outs of our personal lives right now.
Oh, that's all right. No, I'm trying to give everyone a thing, because what I'm trying to say is I'd love to do a game like the game next Saturday, because the Origin team, the New South Wales Blues Origin team, actually gets announced after the Sunday game next week, and I think it'd be pretty cool to be live for an announcement like that. But like, it could be that I maybe potentially do the first bit of the game. But look, regardless, I think we can definitely do next Saturday. And then if you guys want, we can come back and do Cowboys versus Penrith. If Sam, you're down, I'm more than down to do the Cowboys versus Penrith.
You're down, man. I'm down as well, bro.
All right. Well, let's we will have a break. And we will be back for the 7:35 clash of the Panthers taking on the Cowboys.
And also, I guess now, like, let's pencil it in now that next Saturday night, Sharks versus Melbourne at Shark Park is will be the next time that Dor and I do another live stream. Of course, we've now just made an executive decision now to do the Cowboys and Panthers. So, to everybody in the live chat, please come back to us to both All That Club and What We'll Enjoy Sports at approximately 7:30, maybe 7:20 thereabouts.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we got to go catch our breath, re-energize for that game, because that contest between Raiders and Dogs was absolutely amazing. Bulldogs win 32 points to 20. Thank you very much for your time, Dor. Thank you very much for your time, chat. See you guys in a couple of hours.
See you, everyone. Thanks for coming.